everyone, thanks for watching. I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Stick Foundation for the first time. I'm in the shade Almond. And here's the tube right here. It is about the size of my hand. It's a twist up and the product is flush to the top of the tube, which is nice because then you know you've got a whole stick of foundation product to use. I already primed my face and I also filled in my eyebrows. So here we go. I'm going to start using the Morphe brush here, and then I'm also going to use the Beauty Blender, but I'm going to do one side of my face first and then the other. And I don't like to do a lot of foundation unless I'm going to like a fancy event. So I just like to go really light, and I'm going to go ahead and just buff this out with the Morphe brush first. So easy to blend out. And I like the Morphe brush because it doesn't pick up a lot of product. Everything that you put on your face kind of just stays there, which is nice. And here's a close-up of my face. As you can see, because I went very light-handed with the product, it didn't cover up my blemishes or spots completely, but it did a great job of evening out my skin. I so far like the way it looks. I'm going to go ahead and do the other side with the Beauty Blender. However, I do have the feeling I am going to favor the Morphe brush over the Beauty Blender. Once again, I'm going to go ahead and apply just a light application of the product all over and then start blending it out with the Beauty Blender. I prefer not to use a Beauty Blender for this type of foundation because it tends to pick up a lot of the product onto the sponge. And here is a close-up of my face. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but I feel like the side that I used the Morphe brush has a bit more coverage than the side I used the Beauty Blender. Probably because the Beauty Blender picks up more product. So I'm going to do one more layer all over my face just using the Morphe brush. And again, just using a light hand so I can apply a light second layer of foundation. Now I'm going to finish the rest of my makeup and I'll be right back. Hi everyone, so I am back with my full face of makeup. I can finally talk on camera because you can't hear my daughter playing in the background. She's downstairs with my husband right now, so I've got a little bit of a break. I went ahead and finished all of my makeup. I was a little surprised because when I was putting on the foundation here in front of my lights and my camera, I didn't notice that my foundation, which is Almond, was any different from my skin. I thought it was a perfect match, but when I went into my bathroom to finish the rest of my makeup, it was about 1 to, can I say even 1.5 shades darker than my own skin tone. It wasn't too dark, but it was very noticeable in just regular natural light in my bathroom. So I was a little shocked. That means I could definitely go 1 shade lighter than the Almond, but I made it work because I used a concealer underneath and around my face to kind of brighten up those areas. I just went ahead and contoured a little bit around my cheekbones and then just along the hairline because it was pretty dark for me already, so I didn't need to darken it up more, and I think it worked out pretty well. But it feels pretty nice. It did a really good job of evening out my skin tone. It didn't cover all of my spots or anything, but I don't normally like to hide those anyways because I don't usually wear a full coverage. But I think if you were, sorry, my AC kicked on. If you were looking for a full coverage in this, you can definitely go over those areas. Like I had that one horrible pimple on my forehead. I mean, I haven't had one of those in God how many years now, but one sprung up right there. So it did a good job of covering it. I could probably cover it even more. Actually, I'll go ahead and do that right now and show you. I didn't set my face with powder because I wanted to see how this stuff wears throughout the day, because I'm going to come back and let you guys know what I think. But I just went around my face and did the concealer and then set where I put the concealer and then used a powder contour, but I didn't do anything to set my actual foundation. So here I'm going to go ahead and just go straight from the stick and then dab it on that blemish. and then pat it out with my finger. I feel like that was the best in order to cover up any imperfections, is just to pat it down. Let's just cover this little dot up here and see how well that does. Pretty good. There we go. And here comes my little mini-me. It's right here. You say hi?
Hi.
Ah! So overall, right now, it's just first applying it. I like it. A stick foundation isn't something that I would normally gravitate towards, but I obviously wanted to try this one by Anastasia Beverly Hills. It is a very nice foundation. I love the way it blended out. It was super, super easy to blend out. And let's just see how it wears throughout the day. So I will check back with you guys and let you know. I'm back, everyone. It has been a long time since I applied my foundation earlier. It has been about 10 hours, if you can believe it. It's been a rough day today. Both of our kiddos are under the weather, especially my little boy. It is his first time getting sick, so it has been a late night. So I apologize for looking quite haggard right now, but I wanted to be a trooper and still complete this video and let you guys know how this foundation did throughout the day, so here it goes. Unfortunately, the foundation did come off a little bit because I've been laying down with my little boy throughout the day, and so it's kind of worn off, but other than that, throughout the day, I did like the way the foundation wore on my skin. I do have combination skin, normal to oily. It's normal in around the areas of my face and then oily in my T-zone. I would say if you have oily skin, I didn't set it earlier with powder just because I wanted to see how it wore throughout the day. So if you do have oily skin, I would suggest that you set it just like any other foundations that you wear that you would need to set your face. I wouldn't wear this foundation every day because it is a stick foundation, so it's a heavier formula that I'm used to, rather than wearing like a liquid foundation, which I prefer. But this is something that's great for evening or going to an event. And like I said before, I will definitely be getting the shade lighter than Almond, so if you were my skin tone, you can probably teeter between those two and have it work out great. Or you can also buy, you know, a shade lighter and a shade darker, and then use that combination to get your perfect skin tone. And that is it. If you guys have any questions at all, please leave them down below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.